I'm pretty sure these guys have broken the law because it must be illegal to go this fast and have this much torque for a scooter that costs $1,200. In fact, it's actually a little bit less than that if you use my coupon code, which will save you a little cash money. This is the Leoout T85, and it is the fastest and most torqueiest scooter I've tried for less than $1,500. This has got the takeoff power and the speed of scooters twice as expensive. Now, does this mean that this is just as good as those more expensive scooters? No. It just means that it can go as fast as them. There's actually a whole lot of stuff that goes into increasing the price of a scooter. But if you're just looking to go fast with a very affordable price tag, it would be hard to find something better than this. All right, guys, so before I dive into the review, I'm gonna give you a little information on this company. So these guys started in 2022. They sell this on Amazon, and they also have a website. I then did a little bit of research on their customer service, and I hit up places like Reddit and Amazon reviews, and I found out that people were basically 50-50. Some of the reviews said that customer service was responsive. Others said customer service sucked. Do not buy from these guys, which honestly, I see those types of comments, those polarizing comments on pretty much every scooter sold. So here's what I'll do. If you guys have a bad experience, make sure that you let me know in the comments, and then I will reach out to them and we'll turn that into a good experience. All right, so now let's dive into how this performs. And obviously the first thing we gotta talk about is power. Well, you got a lot of it. You got two 2800 motors, one in the front, one in the back, with a peak of 5,600 watts. That's a lot of watts. Up on the handlebars, on the control pad, there is a D/S button. D is for drive, S is for sport mode. On drive, on speed mode 1, I got 11. On level 2, 14. On level 3, 21, level 4, 27, and 37 miles per hour on speed mode 5. I then put it onto sport mode and did that test again. And on mode 1, I got 11. On 2, I got 16, 3, 25. On level 4, 34. And on level 5, I got 45 miles per hour, which I have never gotten past 40 miles per hour on a scooter less than $1,500. Now, they have a speed rating of 52 miles per hour. So if you're a little bit lighter than me, you might be able to hit that. And for your reference, if you guys don't already know, I'm 185 pounds of pure, unadulterated awesomeness. I'm surprised anybody watches my stuff. Now, as far as stability, going that fast, going 45 miles per hour, if you're an experienced rider, I think you'd be okay. If you're new to scooters, I wouldn't go that fast. Not right off the bat anyways, because there's no steering dampener on this. And so if you hit any sort of little divot in the road or bump going 45 miles per hour, you start to kind of rock a little bit. The good thing about stability is that you do have a seat, which if you hate this, you can take it off. It's just bolted on by 4 bolts. But what this does is it lowers your center of gravity. Most of these scooters, you're standing up like this. You got a lot of weight up high, but with the seat, you bring it all down low. You're getting low, which is a good thing when going fast. Typically, I don't like seats on scooters, but when you throw a lot of power and a fast speed, it tends to change a man. All right, so that wraps up the speed part. Oh, let's talk about acceleration. It is insanely fast, torquey, super powerful off the line, but only when you put it on the S mode and on level 4 or 5. On speed modes 1, 2, and 3, the power is actually pretty tame off the line. It feels more like a single motor scooter. And then when you're ready to impress your friends, your mom, your brothers, sisters, you pop it onto the S mode, level 5, and show them who you really are. Born to take the world by storm, leaving tire tread wherever you go. Lost it there for a second, but I'm back. And yes, this has a very, very fast acceleration. I did an acceleration test, and in one block, I got 39 miles per hour, which is crazy. And that was with a battery that was around 30%. Again, guys, this is $1,200. So that is acceleration. Now let's move on to hill climbing. I took it over to the steepest hill in my area. It's a 20% grade, and I knew it wasn't gonna have any problem just making it up the hill. So what I decided to do is take it to the middle of that hill, the steepest part of that hill, and start from there. And even at that point, when I hit the throttle on level 5, on the sport mode, it wanted to take off without me. There is no hill that this could not climb. All right, so let's talk about range. This has got a 60-volt, 28-amp-hour battery. It takes 5 to 6 hours for a full charge, and they do give you 2 chargers. And when fully charged, they say this can take you up to 63 miles. Now, of course, you're not gonna get that if you're topping the scooter out. That's gonna be more conservative riding. Oh, run, little antelope deer, whatever you are. The things you see when you're out YouTubing. All right, the last thing I want to talk about before I go over the features are the brakes. And you have hydraulic brakes. I was going 30 miles an hour, and on a pretty smooth trail, I stopped within 30 feet. And one of the best things about these brakes is that you can adjust the play. Now, the right side controls the front tire and the left side the rear, when you hit the brake levers, you got a tail light that lights up, and it is very bright. And it's got motor cutoff. Hold the brake lever, hit the throttle, no power. Now I want to talk about the off-road capability, because when you're looking at this and you see tires that look like that, you're thinking to yourself, oh, the off-road capabilities are great. At least that's how I feel anyways. No, but really, I mean, this thing just looks like it could tackle some off-road. And so I did that. And going 15 miles an hour actually felt really good. I was surprised by that. I went a little bit faster than that, and it started shaking pretty good. You do have full suspension on this, but it's just spring, not really the best suspension. However, you do have C-post suspension, so you get a little cushy for your tushy. Now that trail is more of a hard pack trail, and that's the type of trail that you're gonna wanna take this on. If you go on anything with rocks or a lot of bumps or washboard, you're gonna have a bad day. All right, now I just wanna walk over the scooter from top to bottom. Starting off with the grips, they're pretty cheap. And they do move. These are just grips that you just push onto the handlebars. On the control pad, I want to talk about a few more features here. So you have a headlight. You got those two number 5 alive type of lights.
Number 5 is alive.
Eagle eyes by the deck, LED lights on both sides of the deck, and then 2 more eagle eyes in the rear. It's got a horn, and then turn signals. Not a huge fan of the LCD screen. The casing is cheap, it's not very bright, and it does scratch when you put the NFC card up to it. This is adjustable, this is a quick release, and it does lock in 3 different spots. You got gold swing arms in the front and in the back, which looks pretty cool. Got a pretty wide deck, that's over 1 foot wide, but it is a little bit short. You got this skeleton type of fin back here, which I just think looks pretty cool. And then you can put your fingers right there to lift it up. It is pretty heavy at 97 pounds and can carry a rider up to 330 pounds. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so that wraps up the Leoout T85. I think you guys by now should know that I'm pretty impressed with this scooter. And the reason why is because I look at performance for what you're paying for, and 1,200 bucks for what this does is pretty awesome. So if you want to check it out, I've got the link in the description. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys hopping on here and checking out my content, and I'll see you on the next one. Yippee-ki-yo!